If you are new to the channel, then subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for further notification. Okay student, welcome you all to this new lecture on GATE Digital Electronics. So today we will be solving again 5 questions starting from question number 36, 37, 38, 39 and then 40. Okay, then let's try to solve these questions. Okay student, in question number 36 what they are asking, a 3-bit gray counter is used to control the output of the multiplexer shown in the figure. The initial state of the counter is 002. The output is pulled high. The output of the circuit follows the sequence. 00 means in binary it is outputs are initially it is at 00. State of the counter is 00. All are A0, A1, A2. This counter is 000. Now you need to find the sequence of the output. Because it is a gray counter means it will follow the gray code. So gray code is also known as minimum change code. I think you know gray code because here only 1 bit changes. So it is a unit distance code or minimum change code. This is also known as. So the change is minimum, or it is also known as unit distance code. Means from one state to another state there is only one distance. One item will change only. So if we start with this one, if I start how my gray counter will look like, then I will see how this output or input will. That I will see later on. First let me see this output. So first state is 000. Then what is second state? It is 001. Its corresponding decimal number is 0. Its corresponding decimal number is 1. So 0011 change. Now next one will be 0. Now 1. Normally what happens? 10. But in gray code it is normal because only 1 will change. So it cannot change. It cannot change. So it will be 1. So this is our 2 here. Normally it is 2. This we will write later. First let me write in this way. So it is 00001. Next one you will change. That is this one you will change 0. Now what can you do? You have changed these 2. Now you can change this one also one more time. So you try to keep it as it is and you try to change here only. With 0 I have written both. With 1 also I will write both. I will write both because it is 1. Next it will be 0. You can write. Okay. Now you have changed this one. You have changed this one also. Now you don't have options to change here. Now you have to change here. So here means only one change. So this becomes 1. Rest will remain same. Now again what you can do? You can now change this last one again. Okay. Now this change is already done. There is no possibility. Now you can change here also. So it is 101. Now what are the next you can take? 1 0. Now you can change this one again 1 0. So these are the state. You can see from one state to another only one change is there. Here only this one changed. 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 Here only this one. Here only this one. Here only this one. So only one change is there. So it is my equivalent 3. It is my equivalent 4. It is my equivalent 5. It is 6. It is 7. So it is equivalent decimal is 2. So there is a little change in gray code. That's why it is known as minimum change. Okay. Now forget it. Now what is there mean in my marks? How it is going to take input? This is S1 S0. So A1 is your S0 and A2 is your S1. So this is my S1 S0 for control input in the marks. And marks when it will be enabled when E is equal to 1. That is here it is given E bar. So whatever you give bar will take care of. So if you give 0, so it will be 1, then the marks will be on. Marks on means what is the purpose of on? It will pass one input to output. It will connect a bridge between these and these according to your control signal. If it is 0, then it will include this 0 to output. If it is 1, then it will include 1 to output if marks is on. If marks is off, then nothing will come out of here. Now you can see in this circuit, if your marks is off, suppose this is off, there is nothing is coming. So it is 5 volt is already connected. So output will be always a high. Because the output will be always high and it is connected to 5 volt. So if marks is off, then your output is always high. So if I write the output here, okay. So when the mark, this is E bar. So when the marks is off, when it is 0. When it will be 0, because it is E bar. So whenever your this is 1, A naught is 1, then what you will get here? You will get 1 bar, that is 0 you will get. If you get 0, then it is off. This is off means your output is always at 5 volt. 5 volt means my 1, that is high voltage. So whenever this is 1, this one, so your output will be 1. So this state I can directly write, because in all 4 states your marks is off, so it is directly getting 5. Okay, now if it in other state when it is 0, that means marks is enable. Enable means it will take output as the control signal is there, corresponding signals will give. Now if your control is 0 0, 0 0 means first item will be selected, so 0 will be connected to this one. Second, if it is 0 1, 0 1 means 1, so I1 will be connected to output. 1 1, 1 1 means 3, so your 3 I3 will be connected to the output. And 1 0, 1 0 means 2, so 2 will be connected in the output. So this is the sequence, you will get output in this sequence. I0, then 1 1, I0 1 1, I think option A. First 3 you check, then only you will get the answer. I0 1 1, I1 I3 1 1 I2. So this is your option A. Okay, now if you come to 37, the 4x1 multiplexer, the output F is given by X XOR AB. Find the required input. How your input you want your input to be. So you see your control is AB, and how you want your, because it is XOR, so you need to have write the truth table. So if you 0 0, your output should be equal to 0. 0 1, your output should be 1. 1 0, your output should be 1, and 1 1, your output should be 0. Okay, so 0 0 means which one is will be selected in marks. If it is 0 0, then I0 will be selected, so it should be I0, so I0 should be 0. So if it is 0 1, then which one will be selected? I1, the first one, so it should be I1. If it is 1 0, then which one will be selected? Second one, so it should be I2, and it is I3. So your sequence should be 0 1 1 0, 0 1 1 0, that is option B. Sorry, I3. So 0 1 1 0, you write from this one. First I3, I2, I1 0. So 0, you writing both it is symmetrical, 0 1 1 0. Anyway, it will give you B. A Boolean function this is to be implemented using 8x1 multiplexer, where A is the MSB. You can see it is pause, pi is there, so it is a product of sum. The inputs ABC are connected to the select input S2, S1, S0, this one. Which one of the following type of options gives correct input to the pin, this one, in the order? What kind of input you should give, because it is ABCD, ABC is there, so D will also come in the selection lines. So let me write ABC, then this is D. I am writing little bit later far, because I want to write output in terms of D only, because D is not here, so D will be somewhere here. So what is the first position? First position is 1, so when it is 0 0 1 will give me 1. So let me write this position, because in this position your output should be what? 0 or 1. In this positions your output should be 0, because it is pause, not SOP. Okay, so you can write your output also, F also, this is 0 in this case. And next one is 5, so and it will be 5 0 4 and 1 5. So in this case also your output is 0. 12 means 8, then 4, so it will be 12. 15 means all 1, that is 15. Okay, these are the 4 cases in terms of pause. Okay, where output is equal to 0. Very good. Okay, now you can see, and rest of other cases your output is 1. So rest of other cases you will take 1, that should be your output, that is fixed. So what is this case? If you see, if you put ABC 0 0, then which one will be selected? I0. Okay, whatever I0. So if your I0 is selected, then what should be your I0? What is I0? You write F in terms of D. You write F in terms of D, so it is D bar. Because D is 1 here, so answer should be D bar. So your I0 should be Z bar. Now if you see next one, this one, what is this represents? 0 1 0, 0 1 0, 0. If you put 0 1 0 here, then it will select 2 line, I2. So what should be your I2? You can see whatever D you are giving, you are getting output in terms of D bar. So I2 should also be D bar. Similarly, you can say this one is 4 plus 2 6, so I6. So your I6 should be equal to, so this is your I6. So you write F in terms of D, so it is D. And this is 15 means, sorry, 15, this is 8, so it is I8. So your I8 will be equal to whatever D you are giving, just opposite to that, that is D bar. And rest other cases, what will be your I1? I1 should be 1, because in all other cases your output should be 1 irrespective of D. Irrespective of D, you should get output 1. So what will be your input? Then you can see from the option, so it will be D bar, starting with D bar, then 1, D bar 1, so only option B. With first two if you check, then only you will get it. Now if you come to 39, consider the following circuit which uses 2 cross 1 multiplexer shown in the figure below. The Boolean expression of the output in terms of A and B. So you can write it here because B is your control pen signal and your AB. A you can write here or there, whatever, wherever you want to wish. Okay, let me write it here. So first is 0 0 0 1 1 0, then 1 1. This is your output supply. So if it is B is 0, if B is 0, then which one will be selected? 0. So this line will be selected. This line is what? This line is A naught, bar of A. So whatever A is there, output will be just opposite to this one. If my B is 0, if B is 0, then this line is selected. So if this line is selected, then whatever your A corresponding, you will get opposite to that one. So here A is 1, so you will get that. If B is 1, then this line will be selected. This line means A. If B is 1, whatever A, that will come. So now if you see, what is this one? This is X naught. X naught, that is A X naught, which can also be written as XOR bar. X naught is nothing but bar of XOR, or bar if you take, then it is not. So it is this one, that is your option D. Okay, in question number 40, what they are asking, for a JK flip-flop, J input is tied with its own Q bar output and K is tied. So if you draw a JK flip-flop, suppose this is your J, this is your K, and this is your Q, this is your Q bar. So what is given here? J input is tied to its Q bar. So Q bar is connected to J. So you can think this Q bar, this is connected to J. Okay, and the and its K input is connected to its own Q output. So Q is connected to K. So this is connected to Q. Okay. If the flip-flop is fed with a clock frequency of 1 megawatt, so there is a clock of 1 megawatt frequency, its output Q output frequency, how it will. So if I start with this one, you have to start with any one state of Q and Q bar. So generally we start with Q and Q bar is suppose 1 0. Let me say this was the state. So if this is the state, so whatever, so if you give this one as a state, so what is your input will look like now? So here what will be your JK? Suppose this is your output at any particular instant. Okay, at any particular instant. So correspondingly what will be your J? Because I am not writing here because at some state it became. Suppose next stage means suppose I will give clock pulse here. So if I give clock pulse here, now it will operate. Now it will see what is input, accordingly it will change it output. Now what is input? It will look like, because Q is connected to K, so this will come directly here and Q bar will directly connect here. So if I give clock here, suppose first pulse I have given, so what will be its output? So 0 1 means 0 1. If you give JK, what it will say, flip-flop, it will see input 0 1, so it will make output 0 1. So clock pulse is given, so it is done. So next clock pulse it will again wait. So after some time you will again give a clock pulse. After some time, suppose you give again clock, again it will check what is the input. So what is the input? K will be directly coming here, Q is directly connected to Q. So what it will look? It will look 1 0. So it will change the output to 1 0. Similarly, next it will again continue. So if you draw the clock and the clock frequency and your Q curve, so if your clock is, suppose this is my clock, this is the clock. So suppose rising age, you can trigger it in rising or it can trigger it at falling. So I am doing it rising. Suppose this is my clock. So suppose this is my Q. So initially my Q was high, that is 1. So when you give clock pulse, it becomes 0. And it will remain 0 until next clock pulse comes. When next clock pulse comes, then it becomes 1. Once it becomes 1, then it will again wait, because next change will occur when next clock will occur. Until then it will hold that state. Because when you give clock pulse, then only it will check what is input. It is not that every time input is there, it will automatically change. It will wait for clock. Because if you don't give clock here, there is a clock here. If you don't give clock pulse, it will not change its output. It will remain off whatever output it is there. If you give clock, then it will check what is input, accordingly output will check. So now you can feel what is the feeling you get next to it. So you can see your frequency is half. Earlier it was coming very fast, now it is coming very slow. So your frequency will get reduced. So 1 megahertz divided by 2, it will be 500 kilohertz. If you like the video, then press the like button and please give your valuable comments in the comment section.